Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Type in the chat if you hear me. Type in the chat if you hear me. Just a 1, 2. Just a 1, 2. Hey. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? I'm sonning, baby.
Why you got this bootleg elevator music?
They got a little bop to it.
This sound like some shit from Arthur.
But what it do though? What it do though, B?
You know, chilling on this good Sunday.
Thank the Lord.
Except for the one Diddy praying too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to her, Black Star. That music was groovy. You know what I mean? It's like, waiting to pull up. You play that music. We're loading over here.
Everybody get your John gear ready. You know that shit about to be a fire sale.
That shit been a fire sale. Nobody will be wearing no Sean John anymore.
You about to find that shit in the Goodwill.
You can use your damn Sean John tank top for a dish rag.
You know what? I almost walked into something, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm not.
We're not here to talk about the diddler, though. We did enough of that shit this whole week within the day. What we here to talk about, right? Me and Boo Boops over here was chopping it up about this movie from Tyler Perry called Daddy's Little Girls. And she said that Monty, Idris Elba's character in that movie, was a bum. So going off of that, we figured, why not do a deep dive when it comes to Daddy's Little Girls? That's why she gave me the title Daddy's Little Dependents.
Because they were like, sir, you ain't take care of them kids. Them grandmama babies.
Man. This shit crazy. Like, we watched it earlier today. I watched it numerous times, but I guess you could say I didn't pay much attention to it. It's one of those movies where you just see in passing, like it's playing on BET or some shit like that.
And you or like, VH1.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
I had the DVD.
But we really sat down and watched, like, it is like, geez Louise, the inconsistency. But I figured I'm going to have my lady take the lead on this one right here, and we'll take it from there.
You just have to put me out there like that. I mean, you treat me like John Stockton right now.
Yo, you know what? And look what happened with John Stockton, one of the best point guards in the game. You got this.
I'm surprised he's not trending. Anywho,
Dynasty was good.
Thank you guys for pulling up to our impromptu Daddy's Little Dependents.
I like that title, you know what I'm saying? Daddy's Little Dependents. Because he wasn't there for them damn girls. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I when you was explaining that shit to me from before, I was like, okay, now I see it. Henny guy was goody.
Yeah, man, just like just like paying attention to like some of the music.
Oh hell yeah! All types of predators on the soundtrack.
Right. Like I'm just like, this did not age well at all, Tyler Perry.
We had R. Kelly. Um, I want to say Brian McKnight was a predator. I won't say that, but he definitely is a piece of work.
He's a woman beater, allegedly.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't even know about that.
Alle- Allegedly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know, I keep my ear to the streets.
So talk to us, babe. Like this dude Monty. Your thoughts?
Uh uh yeah, that dude. So like, the scene opened up, in the projects on a nice summer day with R. Kelly playing in the background. He's probably driving around looking for little girls, but we not gonna go there.
Yeah. Let's talk about Monty.
Anywho, so how did the first scene how? But then he pull up.
Yeah, he
He
was over
pulled up
there.
to his
Like basically he had went to the garage. Remember he had went to the garage and Lou Gossett was working on his next door neighbor's transmission. I guess you could say.
yeah. Like he pulled up to the which one did he pull up to the garage?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So he pulled up to the garage, looking like the bum that he is, and he pulling up like, yeah, I'm the man. This gonna be my shop type shit, and he give what's his name, Louis
yeah, Lou
Gossett,
Gossett. Yeah,
gave him a stack of money. And then, basically was like, yeah, this gonna be my shop. She's like, oh, Monty, you always fix my car right. This need to be your shop. Let me suck your dick. And, you know,
what?
and so, he's like, yeah, I'm the man around these parts type shit. And they're like, oh, Monty, thank you. I'll be over to your place later. I low key think he was fucking that assistant. Cause you mean to tell me that man ain't having no type of buns and he fixing bitches' cars?
Did she even pay for that shit? Did she pay? Was it a
I didn't
cleanup
see
or
her.
something?
Yeah, I didn't see her pay nothing. She paying an ass.
And not only that, he's watching his kids also, supposedly.
Is that what she's doing?
she's
I
yeah,
guess
she's watching his kids all right.
the ones in his sack.
Yeah,
She watching them because she ain't watching the ones that was in the house. But yeah, she come in, he like, yeah, man, things is hard. I'm just a strong black man in Atlanta, and blah blah blah. And he was like, yeah, you need to drive the car so you can pay me some more money on this raggedy ass shop
Lou
I got.
Gossett. Yeah. Basically Lou Gossett was saying that I guess it was a worker that he had that was a driver and he wasn't able to drive anymore. So he needed this dude, Monty, aka Idris Elba, to fill in for him. And at first he wasn't here for it.
Right. But then you sit there saying, "Oh, this is all I got." And you give this motherfucker a stack of money. This is all I got. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And he's like, "Oh, I'll think about it." It's like, sir, you got kids. What is it to think about if there's a point where you can make some more money? Do you not see where you live?
In the projects.
In my projects, that's my shit. I love Project Pat. He is near and dear to my heart. Anywho, so like, they had a little conversation. He was like, yeah, matter of fact, this dude is wild disrespectful.
Go
like
ahead.
how he just plopped on the couch with his 10 boots on.
Remember that?
In what African American household were you raised in for that to even be allowed?
It must have been Martin's household. Remember, these are the same thing on the Martin.
Right. They used to sea walk all over that pleather couch. Like, just wild disrespectful. So anyway, other than him plopping on the couch and complaining and just feel bad for me, blah blah blah. This nigga go to the corner store and get some goldfish and some banquet meals for his 3 dependents. Cause nigga, them, you ain't no father. Them ain't your kids. Them your dependents. But we'll get to that later. So he walk up to the door like, yeah. I'm trying to stick to because it's just so much.
Yeah, take your time. You good.
So like, he walk up to the door with his little 2 bags of groceries. First of all, if you got 3 kids, right?
Why
do you only got
goldfish?
Why you only got 2 bags of fucking groceries, my nigga? Why do you have only 2 bags? And they like 2 light ass bags. Like, what is that? Where's the meat? Like, we go grocery shopping.
You see it, right?
she down in the background. He's like, yeah, fuck that old bitch. But this is what I'm saying, right? Like, why, sir? Did you come in with 2 light bags? Okay, what you get them kids? Some sunflower seeds? Like, why is them bags so light? Like, them bags ain't have no if you at least have about 5 pounds of fucking anything in them paper bags, they gonna rip. That's how you gonna take care of them kids, my man. Because ain't nothing in them bags but a bag of goldfish and some Squeeze-Its.
What Squeeze-Its? What's that? What's Squeeze-Its?
The Juices. Oh my god!
No,
like,
you never get a shit. You twist off the top and then I remember those as a matter of fact.
He said that. Okay, so let me go to my notes because I have notes and there are plenty. So
yeah, go ahead. You should have been had your notes, babe.
Okay, but I'm trying to shoot from the hip.
Yeah, you can mix it up.
Anywho, so he going there like, oh, daddy, thank you for the bare minimum and the goldfish, daddy. And they hugging him because right? Kids always want to praise the deadbeat in the situation and always be mad at the person that's actually taking care of them.
Right.
And that's what this situation is given to me. And I'm going to try to keep the cussing to the minimum, but it's just going to be some parts that's going to irritate my soul with this movie now that I'm older.
Oh, man.
But so
let it do what it do.
So, he go in, he greet his little daughters. That's like, oh, daddy, can you take us to the movie on Saturday? He's like, no. I'm like, well, goddamn, nigga, how the fuck?
I don't think he said that. I know. I don't think
he said no. I'm trying to fuck the number.
He did have to think about it though. I'm like, yo, my dude, what is it to think about? Take him to the damn movies.
Right, you already they don't live with you. Like, and you want to sit there and contemplate. You can't take them to the movies. Like, Jesus, Monty, like you really not shit. Like, you think just coming by with 200 and some goldfish is being a parent? It's not. It's a parent. So
$200 and a bag of goldfish.
Right. So then, Big Mom in the corner with her pharmacy appeals on the table about 30 cigarettes.
Rest in peace to Big Mama. Like, them little girls, they killed Big Mama. She was over
They
there.
really did.
She had
They really
cancer.
did.
She had cancer in her thorax, coughing up blood. Like they barely paid attention to her, and it's like, yo, you don't you see your grandmother over there coughing up phlegm mixed with mucus and blood,
Right.
all
And
types of shit.
lung, like coughing up a whole damn lung.
And you
Y'all was
didn't,
like,
you wasn't like, oh my god, yo, grandma, yo, let's go take you to the hospital.
they did
No
not
type
care.
of
They said,
urgency, nothing.
and that's why I said they always praise the deadbeat, but the person that actually takes care of them, they don't give a damn about. You see how they did Big Mama in the corner? She about to die, cough up a lung, and they just sitting there, oh fuck grandma, hey daddy, like the fuck. I would have been like, you better take our little raggedy asses over to your daddy house since y'all want to sit there and act like that. I'm sitting here taking care of y'all. Y'all can't even ask me if I want like a drink of water or rub my back and make sure I'm not gonna like choke on my damn like
choke on her
tonsil.
tonsils.
Yeah, like
she's over there sipping tea. Like she thought tea was
that wasn't white. Tea. That wasn't tea. That was some cognac. Booze. That was Henny.
That was booze.
She was sipping Henny. Them damn crumb snatchers. So they sitting there, you know. Oh, daddy, what you bring for us? What you bring for us? It's like, is that all that I'm good for? And it's like, yeah, because that's all you do. What do you do as a father?
Kids, most of the time, kids will definitely tell the truth.
Exactly. Like that's all they get for you because that's all you provide. You ain't no real father. You a fly by night type of dude. And it's like ain't no amount of time in the day. What you was over there? What 15 minutes?
And then they go to goldfish. They go to goldfish.
Where the goldfish at? Product placement. Like Monty was a terrible parent. And this is what kills me about how they want to sit there and praise black men for doing the bare minimum when it comes to being a father. It's like he was not a father. He was not a dad.
That goes to any. Let's not do that. That goes to any father. You know what I'm saying? I think any father.
I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about this movie. Like they really praise this dude like he was the second coming of Christ.
Yeah, remember it was like Monty, like you know,
and this man
he was a hometown hero,
right? The hometown bum, and this dude had this dude had the same tank top throughout the whole movie. I mean, homie didn't get a fresh pack or nothing. The same tank top, and then you know I don't know what it is if it was like the must from the tank top that he was wearing that just had this bitch all googly eyed because I don't understand it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just take off my shirt and show my tank top that I've been having on for the past 15 scenes. Like, when did you? Like, did we even have like a thing where you wash your ass? Like, you ain't wash your ass through this whole movie.
A washing ass montage.
Or something. You ain't wash your ass. You ain't wash your hands. And you a mechanic?
Dead ass though. Like, this dude is just... You ain't never lied, babe. He passed a couple of bathrooms in that movie.
Yeah. It ain't used not one.
That motherfucker was pissing in his bed.
Pretty much, like, oh my God, like, this dude Monty was like a damn sim when you don't take care of. And you see him how them sims be walking around with the green smelly shit. That's Monty. Monty ain't never washed his ass. Monty wore the same outfits. Monty wore the same jumpsuit. He had a good 2-3 outfits. And one of them was his work uniform for him.
RB checking in. You know what I'm saying? It's a different topic today. We're talking about Daddy's Little Girls, aka Daddy's Little Dependents. You know, we're doing a little deep dive when it comes to that Tyler Perry movie.
So anywho,
go ahead.
Oh. So I'm veering off a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to the part where the grandma in the corner dying, smoking a cigarette, and he's sitting there. He finally acknowledges her coughing after 15 minutes. He was like, "Oh, your cough getting a little worse, ain't it?" Blah, 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 blah,
You
blah.
better
And
take
she was
care of
like,
that. You said you better take care of it. Like, damn, like, can we take care of it together? Can you fucking drive me to the hospital, please? I'm dying over here.
You got a whole car and you can't sit there and take her to no appointments or like, you know, like what's going on? Like, is she gonna sit there and say, Monty, we need to go to the courts? Like, I need you to take these girls. I can't do this no more.
He said, I can't do it either. What the fuck? What you want me to do? I can't do that.
Like, how dare you tell me to take care of my own kids? That's your job. He's like, I can't take these kids full time. Well, nigga, when you was fucking a mama, you wasn't thinking about that.
He did, man, 3 daughters. He was definitely fucking the moms full time.
Exactly. You want to fuck the moms full time, but you want to take care of your kids full time. You wasn't even taking care of your kids part time because you couldn't even take them to the movies.
He really had to think about that shit. It's like, my dude, they just asked to go to the movies. I would be like, yo, we go to the movies right now. What's up? What y'all want to go see? We go to the movies right now.
Right.
And that's the other thing too. They didn't even show the scene because, you know, the movie is supposed to be about him being a great father. Why we couldn't get a scene of him taking them to the movies? No, we got scenes of him trying to get laid.
Right. This is the thing. Most of the time was him sitting there trying to holler at the lawyer and not even about his kids. But we not there yet. We gonna get to that part.
We slow cooking.
Right. You know, it's like a gumbo. So
you remember that movie, RB? Yeah, B.
So anywho, you know, she's sitting there saying like, you know, I'm dying. I got cancer. And it's like, sir, how you just find out she just now had cancer? How you just now find out she had cancer? And how you comfortable with this old woman up in age taking care of your kids and you sitting there upset that she telling you that you need to go to the courts and get your daughters?
Because he couldn't do that right now. He didn't have no time for that.
You got time to make them, but you ain't got time to take care of them. And then you want to sit there and talk trash about the mama not being there, the mama not seeing them in months. But sir, you a fly by, right? Like, when the last time they actually spent the night at your house? He had a job.
Yeah, he had a job. He was a mechanic, and his
fatherhood just wasn't one of them.
Yeah. He had 2 jobs, as a matter of fact. Because remember, this dude Lou Gossett had him fill in for the driver that wasn't able to.
That quit.
Yeah,
he quit. That's why he quit on him, and I see why. But anyway,
yeah, because what's her? I keep forgetting her
Julia.
damn name. Julia. Yeah, okay. We'll use her character name. She was just a complete bitch. I would have quit too. Like, yo, are you serious? Like, Shorty was just a straight up bitch when she showed up. Granted, I'm not gonna lie. We all seen
you going a little too far.
Wow.
We ain't even got.
Go ahead. Talk your shit, babe. What's up?
You talking about like we didn't even get to the part where the grandma died in the next scene.
Oh, we all knew that was coming. Tyler Perry didn't even waste no time with that shit. Tyler Perry was
like, yeah, I'm not about to pay you for another day. We're just gonna kill you right now. Right. So you know, they got the daughters, you know, all dressed up looking like 3 little pilgrims and at the funeral. And they playing this sad music because, you know, Black people love their sad music. And you know, somebody always got to show up at the funeral and show out. And lo and behold, here come the mama.
You You know how they do that humming, that
Yeah,
slavery humming.
right. You gotta remind us of our past. Anywho, so they walking back, ankles swollen from the good pork field meals they're gonna have afterwards and shit. And so they walking back, and they pull up. What's her name? Joe and the baby mama.
Yeah.
They pull up in a little Chrysler 300 because back then you had a little money if you had a Chrysler 300 because it looked like a fake ass Rolls Royce. But anywho,
right. Yo, you a
mess. No, but
you right though. You right.
Everybody had a Chrysler 300.
He kept that shit clean though.
It was cleaner than Monty was. But anywho, right. Monty dirty ass. Oh, there was another outfit unlocked. That suit. That same suit he wore to drive Julia around, but we'll get to that. So anywho, so like they all sad and stuff, and the mama come out looking like she just left a apple bottom shoot. Ah, here you go. There you go.
Yeah, you already know. I got you.
Sad Negro spirit show. Mm-hmm. Oh, we could have helped her, but we didn't. It'll be more people that show up to your funeral that show up for you in real life while you alive. Ain't that sad?
They show up to your funeral more than you show up to your graduation.
All right. So, anywho, here they go, walking to Monty's Cutlass. She come out. You trying to take mommy? You trying to take my kids? You want to take my kids? You don't even come to see your kids. You ain't even come to see your kids. Why you doing this, bitch? Fuck you. No, don't you do this. Don't do that. Baby, you need some help over there? Do we got a problem?
And that's the thing that killed me. It was like, yo, what was this dude issue with Monty? Like, he did not know let's really be real. He did not know Monty at all. Because Tyler Perry definitely didn't write that in the script like, oh, they were past rivals or something like that. He didn't know this dude like that. He just know that that's his girl's baby father. That's it.
But you want to know what?
Why you want to kill him for? What the fuck?
For the taxes. But so
remember he was like, yeah, I can't wait to raise your daughters. Like, what the fuck?
You all over the place, babe.
Hey, I got it.
Okay.
I'm making it flow. It's flowing.
I know. So, they have a little squabble, and then, here come Ella from House of Pain. Jennifer, why you coming over here? You know them. You know your mama wanted the girls to go with him. Jennifer, you know it. It's like, how you gonna sit there and not tell me my mama died?
And just it's like you would know your mom's is dying because it's like we even knew your mom's is dying. We only seen her for like 5 minutes and we knew your mom's is dying. You live in that neighborhood. How the fuck you don't even like your mom's is coughing up all types of fluids?
She coughing up that crack in the air. Anywho, like. She ain't know because she ain't visit her.
Right.
So anywho, like
RB was saying Monty and the baby mama boyfriend got into it.
Which time?
They throughout the whole movie. And it was like, yo,
because Joe wanted him. Joe wanted the Monty at this point.
Monty, he's like, yo, Monty was very respectful from before, because it'd be having those baby fathers out there that'll be talking reckless towards a boyfriend or whatever. It don't matter what the situation is.
Yeah,
Monty was very respectful towards Joe. He'd be like, yo,
he was.
Yo, this had nothing to do with you. And this dude kept poking him. Pause.
He wanted to poke him. That's the point.
It was like, yo, why you so mad at Monty? Like, what the fuck? You wanna shoot him? You throwing up gun gestures, looking like
He
you
said,
want to
I
shoot at
want you and I need you.
word.
You fighting the mic? What's going on over there?
Yes, I'm fighting that motherfucker. Tired of Joe's shit.
So, they had the funeral, they left, and then in the next scene, they're moving into Monty's 1-bedroom apartment. And this is the issue I have with that. Another reason why Monty's not shit. How you as a father, right, only have a 1-bedroom. You are a selfish bastard. You could at least got a 2-bedroom for your daughters. You could have had a bunk bed in there and a single bed, but you didn't. You was only thinking about yourself. You can sit there and give your boss a stack a week for that raggedy ass motherfucking 2-bit mechanic shop, and only give the woman that's raising your daughters $200, but you can't even get a 2-bedroom for your kids. That's how you know them kids never even spent the night over at that house.
Mm.
And you know what's even crazier? Y'all stayed in the same apartment complex.
And remember, they was acting like they was surprised when they pulled up at his house. It was like
Because they never been there before. Because they weren't. They never been there. And this is another thing. Why not take over the grandma's place then? Why not take over the grandma's place? At least she had a room for them, because clearly she would like, go to y'all room while I talk to Monty. They had a room there. So you mean to tell me instead of moving into her place or whatever, where they're comfortable, you sit there and move them into your small ass 1-bedroom where they have to share a bed? That doesn't make any sense to me. And where did they beds go? Where did they stuff go? Because they only came there with a backpack like they were foster kids. How come they only had a backpack full of clothes? You act like they was spending the damn weekend there, not the damn rest of their fucking life.
You ain't never lie. I was thinking this, right? I was thinking like, you would you say like maybe he should have like got rid of his apartment and just inherited his grandmother's apartment?
Yeah.
But how would he go? How would he go along with that? Like, I guess he'll pay like the last month's rent and then tell him like, "Oh, I want to transfer to my grandmother's apartment."
This is the thing. The lady knew she was dying. She could have been like, "Okay, how about I transfer the lease over to you or whatever." You knew, like you could have had your stuff in order. And this is what kind of irritates me with black people. And I'm black, but motherfuckers don't want to plan for shit. You knew you was having these issues. You knew you was dying. This dude didn't want to take responsibility and get these kids, in his custody, which honestly, all of this shit could have got avoided. But you wanted to sit there and wait until the last minute, and now you don't got no choice but to take them. And then instead of sitting there, was like, well, you know what? How about I take over your place or whatever?
Right.
And since they're used to living here, there won't be much of a transition, and their beds and all their stuff is still here. It'll be easier for him to just move his stuff over.
Yeah, because he has no, he doesn't have much in his apartment, so
Yeah, he only got 4 outfits in the bed.
Right. Most of his outfits are tank tops. I won't be surprised if he has a tank tops that he wears pants.
Look, man, my man dressed like CJ from San Andreas throughout the whole movie. Like when you first start the game, that's how Monty been dressed throughout the whole movie. It's like, sir,
Even
Get
when
it
he
together.
started wearing
Look,
some clothes, even when he started wearing some clothes, he had
he
took
still
off
got
that.
that stank ass tank top underneath. Look at
Yeah,
the color of that tank top. It's not even white. Look at the picture. It's turning brown. He didn't even wash it. You see it?
and I didn't edit that either, y'all. It's not edited or nothing. That's the actual picture.
They're dirty. And she's like, oh my God, my black king and his stinking ass tank top and his three crumb snatchers. Gotta love it. Anywho,
Keep talking
so
to them, babe. I gotta use the bathroom.
no, okay. No, so they move in with him and they clown him for his apartment that they never seen because clearly walking in there, that's the first time they've been there. So it's like, what kind of father are you? So they clown him and like, this the best you can do, you bum ass nigga. I'm like, girl, y'all live in the same projects. Don't try to act like y'all just came from way better quarters because you was right down the hall. Anywho, so they come in there and they're like, oh, China peanut bed, blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, put the diaper on the little girl. It ain't a big deal. But anywho, deadbeat Monty sit here and stares out in the sky like, how I'm gonna take care of these kids that I should have been taking care of the whole time, that you really don't know nothing about because you ain't raised them. You just dropped off $200 in some goldfish. You treating these damn girls like some like a prostitute, like, oh, here's some $200 and some goldfish, suck my dick. Like what are you doing, sir? Like, is this how you call being a parent? This is not being a parent. You don't know none. I wonder who was doing these kids' hair. I'm just confused. But anywho, he sits there, he starts doing the job or whatever, driving Julia around. So he picks her up, right? He picks her up at the large, skyscraper building. She comes out walking in slow motion with her nice fresh press sewn in quick weave bob. And she walking out like, you dirty motherfuckers can't touch me. I'm that bitch. And Monty's sitting there in his funeral suit, looking her up and down, trying to plot on how to get her pregnant.
He was looking crazy. Like, if you could only get her pregnant with his eyes,
she would have had twins. So she's sitting there like just staring at her, and she's like, okay. Are you gonna open the door? Are you gonna do your job that I'm paying you for? Right. He's like, oh yeah, my bad. See, this is when he should have put the British accent on. Look at him. Close your mouth, sir. Close it. Let the top lip match the bottom lip. Close it. Jesus. He probably thought it was gonna be a old Caucasian white lady with a dog in the
probably.
Right. So anywho, because the name is given Caucasian. So so she gets in the car and he tries to strike up a conversation. She snaps at him. And then he's like, okay. So he starts driving, and he starts beatboxing. And she's looking around like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
Between my house and my home. Anywho. So, like, she like, what's going on? She's like, can you not do that? Because at the end of the day, sir, this is a job. Why are you beatboxing? You're just supposed to drive. Like, I haven't even been in a cab that's done that. So then,
very unprofessional.
Right. So then he sits there and flip over his phone, looking at his phone, sending the fake text messages. Was text messages even out back then? What year did this come out? 2006? You sure? You sure? I really want to Google that, but I'm not gonna Google it. But
I'll Google it. Go ahead.
Okay, Google like when text messaging come out. Because Daddy Little Girls came out, I swear it came out in like 06. I'm thinking, hold on, Daddy's Little Dependence. 2007. Was we texting in 2007? We might have been a little bit. It might have been a little text, little yin yang, a little text, and then you had like the signature at the end, like me and my baby, we gonna ride together, we gonna die together at the end of every text message.
Oh, wow. Here it is.
What?
The first text message was sent on December 3rd, 1992, from a PC to a mobile phone by Neil Papworth, a 22-year-old communications engineer in the United Kingdom. The message was Merry Christmas, was received by Richard Jarvis, who was using an Orbital 901 mobile phone. Look at that.
Well, where the hell were text messages with Tupac and Biggie? Somebody should have sent them a message.
December 3rd, 1992, B.
We always behind on times because that was in the UK. That wasn't even the US. Anywho,
Hey,
you know.
we learn. No, we love to learn. Make sure
Right.
you hit that thumbs up, B. Y'all learned it here first. We told y'all when text messaging, the first ever text message was December 3rd, 1992.
So then, you know, he take her to the courthouse, right? And well, they argue. No, he start blasting music, and he's saying, "Oh, I thought you wanted to listen to some music." Well, sir, you didn't ask her if she wanted to listen to music, and you just assumed that she wanted to listen to some fucking loud ass hip hop
Some
blasting.
aggressive hip hop, and it's like you gotta read the room. You know, play something, smooth, maybe some smooth R&B.
You could play some jazz music, something. You playing MOP and Onyx, and you what? You lucky you didn't get fired then. I would have fired you.
The music was like, "Shut up, slut! Put the perk up your butt."
Move. So, they arguing. She was like, "Oh, you're going to take the highway to get to the courthouse. That's the quickest way to avoid the traffic." Mind you, avoid what traffic, lady? It was only 2 cars on the street, and yours was one of them.
Right.
So he literally drives right down the street.
Right. It was literally right down the block.
Drove right down the street, and they was there at the courthouse.
Unreal.
I'm like, ma'am, who takes the highway just to go down the street? You sitting there wasting gas.
I think when it came to that, well, amongst other things, she was just being difficult just because that's who she was.
Yeah, know it all. So then, they go in the courthouse. She does her thing with her little, flip bob. And they want to settle, and this one don't make sense with this whole part of the movie. So I'm assuming this is all the same like scene. So they left the courthouse. They ended up bumping into the baby mama in Drug Dealer Joe.
Yeah, Drug Dealer
outside, Joe. Right, Drug Dealer Joe. So they end up bumping into them outside. They end up going back and forth. The baby mama dressed like a picnic basket from the Jersey Shore. And she dressed like a Guido. Like,
whoa, her outfits were horrible in this movie.
She's dressed like a Guido. She was definitely giving Jersey.
And this was being Georgia. She wasn't dressed like she was from Georgia.
She really wasn't. She was dressed like she was from Jersey. Like all she was missing
Carnival.
Right. All she was missing was blowing the bubble gum like, you for no shit. You know how they be talking.
Yeah, for no.
So, like, they get into it or whatever. And Monty getting punked again, and then the two friends come up and they was like, "Hi, is this Julia's car?" And he's like, "Who's asking?" And it's like, "Yeah, this that bitch's car. Let's hop in it." And then she coming out,
Don't do that. You was acting like you sound like he was mad aggressive. Who said that? Like he wasn't like that. Stop.
So it is. She coming down the stairs or whatever, and he's trying to tell her, and she was like, "So you're not gonna open my door?" He's like, "Well, I'm trying." He's like, "So you're not gonna open my door?" Pussy nigga. That's how. So he opened the door. He's like, "Oh my god, why are you in here?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then they just proceed to just spill all her business and how she a lonely, horny ass old hoe.
Pretty much.
Right. And so, so was it? See, I don't know, like, because I'm getting confused. So was the date scene after this part?
It don't matter. Talk your shit. It don't have to be. It don't have to be in chronological order.
Okay, so then I guess after they dropped her little friends off, the lollipop gill, dropped them off.
Lavita Alizé Jenkins
and Joan from Girlfriends. So they get dropped off at the nearest corner, and so he get a call, and he was like, "Oh, what's going on? Is everything okay?" And this part I'm really gonna go in a little bit because it's just too much.
Shit.
It's too much stupidity. It's too much. So he's like, "Oh my god, I gotta go." So then she's like, "We're supposed to turn here. Where are we going?" He makes a U-turn, end up driving to the hospital, and come to find out that his daughters was there for smoke inhalation because the apartment caught on fire. Now,
Get him.
the first time seeing this, I'm like, damn, like that's messed up. The apartment caught on fire. I hope the girls are okay. Being worried as a normal human being should. So he goes in there. He pops up at the desk. "Yo, where's my daughters? Where's my daughters? Where's my daughters? Where's my daughters?"
Hey,
and it's like,
where's my daughters? Where's my daughters? And it's like, yo, my man, I gotta say this real quick too. Like before you continue on, I'm sorry.
Go
It's
ahead.
like, yo, you got my daughters? Where are they at? Sir, you're at a hospital. Your daughters aren't the only children that's there, you mongoloid.
This is the thing. Do he even know his daughter's name? Because you ain't even give him to the nurse.
At least give this the clerk their names. You just said, "Where's my daughters?" Like, you're supposed to have my daughters. And it's giving off, I ain't gonna lie, it's like it's giving off that town in Atlanta. Excuse me, that town in Georgia was really small because it's like they all went to the same courthouse and I guess they all go to the same hospital. Still, all in all, there's more than 3 kids in the fucking town. Go ahead, babe.
You're all right. You need to sip a
Cause
little
you gotta
bit.
call it the you gotta call it the street. I thought he was calling out the stupidity.
Oh, that is very stupid.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, my dude, even if the town is small in Georgia, there's still other kids than your kids in the fucking town. But go ahead.
But yeah, so he goes there. He asks the nurse on the phone is like, "Well, like you can wait in the waiting room." This is the thing. I have more than 2 brain cells, and I'm pretty sure they were all sharing the same brain cell in this town. Because why would you not go to the person that called you that's probably there in the waiting room to get information. They probably have more information for you. I mean, that's what I would do. I would go to the person that called me and be like, what happened? You went right to the desk. Like, go to the person that called you, the neighbor, the one you've been
Right?
fucking on the low.
Didn't get
And it,
no room number, anything.
right. So, he come in there, he be like, what happened? Is everything okay? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, Monty. He was in there, and I guess they were cooking and there was some smoke, and I guess they started glitching and couldn't move or open the door to go out of the smoking house. But so
I don't know. They must have had some. I don't know. Maybe they was stuck
they
on a
was on
bear trap.
pause. I don't know what happened.
I
They
guess
was doing.
all of them simultaneously got stuck on a bear trap, so they couldn't move. I don't know.
I don't know if it was a bear trap or they were just doing the mute challenge. I don't know. Like, because it don't make sense to me. Because why just why? So the social worker come up after she get into it with drug dealer Joe and baby mama Jennifer, and she was like, yeah, they got smoke inhalation. If your neighbor didn't kick down the door, they would have died. Mind you, you know what, I'm gonna just wait, I'm gonna put a pin in that and just keep going on with the scene. So he's like, oh, I just want kids, I just want kids, I just want kids, I just want kids. And it's like, yeah, so sir, how the hell, if your neighbor, you said your neighbor, so you told the social worker your neighbor's supposed to be watching your daughters, why wasn't your daughters at your neighbor's house? Why were they alone in the apartment? And I'ma just spitball here. I was a latchkey kid. I've been at the house by myself, and you want to know what? The house didn't burn down. There was no smoke. You want to know why? Because I had more than 2 brain cells, and I didn't sit there and have nothing on the stove. If you was gonna have them kids by themselves, you should have sat there and told them there's gonna be sandwiches and stuff in the fridge. Y'all can make y'all sandwich until I get home. Or
Because
how about,
wasn't the older one like 12, right?
yeah, and it's like, girl, you 12 and you burning. I was cooking whole meals when I was 8 by myself. And you can't cook, you can't boil your water. You can't turn off the stove when it starts smoking. You can't open the door for you and your sisters to get out. Where were your antennas, honey? Where were your antennas? Where is your awareness of anything? Did your grandma not teach y'all nothing? You got grandma in the house. Grandma ain't teach you how to cook.
Look at
Grandma ain't teach you how to burn.
Even Monty, like, yeah, she told her how to burn, all right. Monty
Yeah,
said,
burn the
yeah.
house down. I'm just confused because in my head, if it's smoking,
Even
I'm
Monty,
automatically,
like, what kind of bullshit is this?
I'm automatically, cut off the stove and air it out, open up the windows, go next door while the shit airs out. See, look at him. He's like, I can't believe this bitch is so stupid. And I know this is my daughter, I think, but still, like, how could she not? How could she not turn off the stove and just go to the next door neighbor? Is she a little slow? I'm confused. Like, come on now, like, y'all, it's 3 people. Y'all can't put that youngest one got a smart mouth. She ain't think to be like, let's run outside. The neighbor had to kick in the door.
That's just human instinct, though. It's like,
right?
Why are you just standing there?
They teach you that in school.
They teach you that in life, in reality. Oh my God, it's hot. Let's move from here. Let's escape. Why are we still standing here? We could open the door and leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They was like, fuck that. We sinking with the ship.
At this point, like they literally unplugged the whole just so it could sing. I'm just confused at the stupidity of this whole scene. Like the stupidity of the adults and the stupidity of the kids. More so the adults, because if I'm watching somebody's kid, I'm not gonna be in my apartment unless they're there. Or I'm gonna be in their apartment. And I'm gonna order some pizza. I'm gonna make sure they eat like I'm not understanding where were your fucking antennas? Where were your antennas? And then, like, the girls get taken away, and now they live with the mama and drug dealer Joe. But maybe the grandma was the best motherfucker for these kids, because both of them are stupid.
And that's a damn shame, because the grandmother was like 1 foot in the grave already, and she was a better guardian.
Right. Like, Jesus, you ain't even had these girls for a week, and they almost died in your care. I'm just, but we supposed to believe that you're a good father. You're a great father. Like, you're not.
A great father and a hometown hero.
Your kids live next door most of their life, and they didn't even know where you lived.
The main thing is that let's call it what it is. Like when you had your first child, you had to have been struggling. I don't care,
Right.
Because we did the math on that also.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have your first kid because she's 12, right?
Right.
And he was what in his early 30s. I would say the most 31.
No, he was like 34.
Yeah.
In this movie. Yeah, so it's like the math is not mathing to me, because they said he went to prison for rape or whatever, like did 8 years. So he went at 18. So if he did 8 years, what he got out at what, 26 maybe? So how did he have her unless he had her right out, like right before he went to prison?
I'm telling you.
And then she would have been older than 12. It wasn't damn conjugal. Tyler Perry just can't do math. I'm gonna need you to make it make sense.
He can't do English either.
So, the kids are taken away, and you know what black people do when there's always a hardship. They want to run to the church, and the church he decided to run.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children.
And out of all the churches in Atlanta, he want to run to the Bishop Predator Long's church.
Predator Long, the Long Predator. Pause.
Right? Pause that. And he in there in his purple suit and his dry ass Jerry curl trying to preach the word and look at the little boys in the crowd to see which ones he want for the day.
Insanity. It should have insanity, man.
No, for real. It is so many like predators in it, like the R. Kelly shit starting off the movie, and then Bishop Eddie Long, and then ain't shit ass Brian McKnight. It's just like, Jesus, this did not age well.
Brian Midnight, because that's when he get his prayer at midnight.
Brian McFist. Anywho, so he going in there and he's feeling the Holy Ghost, and he's getting a word and blah blah blah. But see, this is why I'm a preach a little bit. This is why you gotta be mindful of the people you listen to, because you got pimps in the pulpit.
Oh, of course,
preaching some bullshit and taking advantage of their flock. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm not even gonna get into that. Hey, so anywho,
you could preach this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
we
already know we are God.
We already an hour in, so I'm gonna just keep it going.
Okay, but praise the Lord, everybody.
You stupid. So then Monty going around feeling sorry for herself. They want Monty to sit there and speak up for the whole community because Monty is like the Superman of the hood for some reason. I don't know why. The man got the same freaking uh dingy ass white beater, a brown beater now.
Yeah, did he wear that in the church? He wore the white beater in the church.
Yes, he did.
It's like, yo, my dude, you couldn't find a suit. Anybody could find a suit. You could be the brokest motherfucker. Borrow a suit. Like there's suits everywhere. Get a suit.
He literally got a suit when he drives Julia, but instead,
right, you could have worn that same suit to church. He was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't dressing up for the Lord. I'm gonna dress up for Julia.
So then, Julia, she go on this date with, my boy Craig Robinson.
I'll go out to Craig Robinson and be like,
that whole part was hilarious.
It's like every movie he's in, he steals the show.
That was like the best part of the movie, in my opinion. And it was only like a good 5 minutes. But, he going on a date and he told her like, yeah, I'm a 40-year-old rapper and, I just want to suck your lips off your face. But I ain't gonna lie, them shrimps, he was eating them shrimps look good.
Them shrimps was like prongs.
Them look good. Good. And the crazy thing is this man got a free meal. Shout out to Craig Robinson. He said, I ain't gonna get no pussy, but I'm not gonna leave here on the empty stomach either. My boy.
Did they really have French fries too? Because remember, he wanted.
Yep, he did. He got French fries.
Like you wouldn't think a restaurant like that actually had French fries.
They probably got them
French fries, they're probably fresh as hell. You know what I mean? Straight from the potato.
So so he do his little rap.
Julia, I'll never make a fool of you. I'm gonna put your legs around my waist and in my face.
In my face. She's like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 40, shouty.
You heard of 50
They
Cent?
call me 40p.
40%.
I was done. So then,
keep it moving along. Keep it moving along.
So the date is ending or whatever, and it goes terrible. She goes on another date. The man ends up being married and end up getting beat up by the pregnant wife and kids and all that good shit. So
a little bit of character development. I give Tyler Perry that. It was some character development when it comes to her dating scene. She can't find the perfect man for her. She's going on these multiple dates.
And the best you can find is a man that don't even want to wash his ass. Jesus. A letting dating scene is terrible. So, I'm
gonna go there with it. I'm gonna go there with it too, like, because you spoke about this earlier. It's like you was a bitch to this dude from Jump Street. You was a bitch towards Monty. Like, both of y'all was doing the most, but nonetheless, it is what it is. And then after that, just out of nowhere, you was just so kind and nice, and you was being like an aspiration. Oh, you should open up that shop. You should do this. From afar, you didn't even care if this dude was on fire. Now, all of a sudden, y'all having strolls down the street. Y'all just walking and talking, vibing. It just seemed so forced.
Well, you know where that started, right? When he went into the court or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was sitting in the back, or I think she was sitting in the back, and he was like, and then he didn't even say nothing like profound, like he was like, I just want my kids, and um, I just want my kids, and
That's
there was a
all.
time where I just want my kids, and I love my kids, and that's all. It's like, sir, that's because you ain't do shit for them kids. Because if you was a real father, if you was a real parent, you will have more to say than I want my kids.
I
You know what I'm saying? It's
just
like
want to get to my kids. That's all I want to do.
yeah, that's all he said. I'm like, well, damn, Tyler Perry, that's all you had in the script.
And he
How,
was
like
like,
every time he said, I want my kids, take a shot.
and remember, he told Julia, "I love you," and even she looked at him like, "Huh?"
You are
Eh,
all over the place.
Why not? Cause like let's really be real, babe. Like we can't, you know what I'm saying? We dissecting it perfectly right now. We can't dissect it more than we already doing it now. It's all goody.
So we'll just get to the part where the girl got caught selling drugs at school.
Yeah.
So they call Monty and find out that Cece was trying to sell drugs at school. And he asked her, "Who gave you the drugs, Cece?" And she said, "Joe gave them to me." And he said, if I didn't sell these drugs, that he was going to get his boys to hurt you. Now, mind you, this is all being said in a principal's office.
To the
And
principal at that.
principals, teachers, anybody that's working in the school are mandated reporters. So they have to report stuff like that to the state. So what I'm not understanding is when they came in aggressive and he's like, "You giving my daughter these drugs and blah blah blah," and he put him in the cross-faced chicken wing and all this stuff is going on.
That shit was gold. He really threw him in the crossface chicken wing though.
And you, as a principal, allowed this child to leave with the same people that gave her the drugs. You
Right.
did not call. You did not call the police. You did not call the social worker.
So he did
Like,
call security and they ain't show up. So I guess he figured like, well, I called security, they ain't show up. So I guess I did my
okay, but
job.
you're still supposed to make a report for social services. There are drugs involved. Why are you calling security when you should be calling the police? That right there would have been another lawsuit for me. I would be suing Atlanta School District for that because you put my child in harm's way. She
Well,
clearly,
we don't know if they was in Atlanta. We know they was in Georgia.
they were in Atlanta. They were in Atlanta. They
Okay,
were
okay.
definitely in Atlanta. So, like that would have been another lawsuit. Julia, where were your antennas? You are a corporate attorney, and now you done turned into a damn family court attorney. It's like the drug dealer Joe got more sense than Monty, because at least he had two different attorneys for the criminal and the family court.
Man, look, Monty and Julia were just worried about getting laid.
They just wanted to hump each other. That's
That
it.
that's really all it is. Because it's like, remember, Monty was saying that, oh, since you representing my daughters, maybe we should come and meet them. Let's talk about
Right.
that.
Okay, so there's a part where he was like, yeah, no, before that, remember when they was in the office and he was showing her the tax returns or whatever?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh man, you these are years of tax returns. You really take care of them or whatever." And it's like, financially, he might, but he's also claiming them. and they're not living with him. So how is he really taking care of them? You claiming
I'll even go there. I don't mean to open up another can of worms, but I'll even go there. Who's to say that Monty didn't have any other kids? That was a bachelor's pad that he had with only one room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the girls wasn't there because we have spoke about that earlier in the show. We were saying that when they showed up there, it's like they just got there. They never been there before. How did you know? How did you know how this dude room look? But that's either here nor there. My bad. Go ahead, babe.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so you claiming these girls on your taxes while their grandmother is taking care of them? And you got 3 kids, so I know you getting thousands in returns.
And giving Granny $200.
$200 and some goldfish. Like dang, that's all your. And this is the thing, like you can't say you really taking care of them girls because they only came over there with a backpack full of clothes. They ain't coming over there with no suitcase, no duffel bag full of clothes, just a suitcase. No suitcase, just a backpack. Like Monty, you was a real bum. Where that money going, bro? Like, cause you couldn't even get a 2-bedroom, my guy. Like, I'm just not understanding. So, anywho, after that, what was you gonna say about? Oh yeah, so he was like, "Yeah, why don't you come meet the girls for the case?" Blah blah blah. That was a hoax. He was trying to get laid, but let's just go to that part. So she goes to the next scene is them in the apartment. Well, Julia in the apartment with the girls, and they, basically drilling her and, giving her a hard time. And he comes in, right? And this is the thing, it's a lot of stuff that I've picked up now that I didn't then. So this is one scene that I picked up. I'm like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, I see what he say? I see y'all met Julia or whatever. Right. And this is the thing. That went over my head for the longest. But I'm saying, so you went to get Chinese and left your daughters at home again in this imaginary smoke filled place. Cause where's the smoke damage? I don't see the smoke damage. And you live in a project, sir. You live in the hood. They're not gonna come that quick to fix that shit. Nothing was damaged. Nothing was done. It wasn't even like a dust on the wall from the smoke damage. Go ahead, pull it up on that beautiful
the Counciltron, the highly expensive Counciltron there.
Go ahead,
you don't see no damages.
Where's the smoke damage? Where? You don't see not a smoke damage, not a dust, nothing. Same raggedy couch, nothing. Ain't nothing on the curtains, ain't nothing on the walls, nothing. No smoke damage. The lock wasn't even like busted open. Like you could have at least like did a scene where he walked in and assessed the damage and seen that the lock was broke off the hinge from her breaking in from what y'all said. None of that. So anywho, so again, so we back to the part.
You would definitely see, and then I gotta call this out right here. This dude got this damn grandma lamp. They could have at least had Monty's apartment basically suit his personality.
But how's it gonna suit his personality if he's broke? He probably just got a whole bunch of hand-me-down stuff. He said his mama passed away. He probably got his mama old furniture. I won't be surprised if that was his bed from.
I'm about to show the old ass lamp right now.
Not the old ass lamp. Shout out to the old ass lamp. Been in my family for 4 generations.
The fuck? And what was she wearing? What was Julia wearing? Did she Did Monty let her borrow one of her tank tops? The fuck?
Man, look, at this point, I don't see how a man with 3, 4 outfits max that don't even take care of his kids is attractive. And can we keep talking about this scene right here?
Go ahead.
So, you know, they're eating or whatever, because they're raised off of goldfish and Chinese food. Uh, so back to the part where he come like, "Oh, I see you met Julia." Okay, first of all, red flag. What you mean you see you met Julia? Why wasn't you there when they met him to introduce him? So you mean to tell me they were by themselves again after they done damn near burnt the house down the first time, and they opened the door to a stranger and let him in? Again,
Exactly.
Monty wasn't shit. He wasn't. And
Like
then,
they just
right?
came from a catastrophic event. You know, they could have been burned alive because they was in the house by themselves.
Doing the mannequin challenge.
Right. And then you have a complete stranger just pull up at the house. Let's really be real, because she's a stranger to Monty also, Julia.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
she
so's
just
them kids. Them kids are strangers too because they don't know their daddy.
Henny guy was goody.
I'm just saying, all y'all strangers to this point. Y'all might as well play the get to know you game. But so they eating the Chinese food. They asking her questions, and I guess they asked a question, and he was like, "Oh, y'all got to go to bed." Like they can't finish their food.
Yeah, it was like I think they was asking about her hair. I guess like
Yeah,
is it
say I
natural? Is
think
it
it's a
weave?
weave. But it's like they're kids. Like, sir, when you don't take care of your kids and raise your kids, they ain't gonna have no manners. But that's how you know you don't raise your kids. Deadbeat. Anywho, so they in the mid. I was like, oh, you gotta go to bed. Let them finish their food. You ain't want to let them. You didn't even care about the whole weave shit. You just wanted to get along with Julia.
Right.
To cupcake with her. You ain't give a fuck if them kids ate. Because
He
you're
could have
damn
just took
sure.
them. He really, like I say, he could have just took. He could have just took them with him. Took like,
Exactly.
did they even leave the house yet? I'm surprised if they even left the house. Only time they left the house is if they was being transported from house to house, like when they came to the grandmother's house, when they came to the next door neighbor house, when they came to their mom's
They
condo,
ain't even go there. They ain't even go to
to the neighbor's
the
house,
neighbor's
right?
house. They ain't go to no neighbor house.
Or
Hey,
school. They went to school. They was in homeschool. I give
did
them that,
they?
but
Did
it's
they?
like you seen everybody was outside playing. You know what I mean? When they came to that particular neighborhood, you never seen Monty pull up on them. They was outside, maybe playing jump rope or hopscotch or whatever. They was just in the house like hostages.
Because they were hostages. Because he was never there. What's that song? Daddy wasn't there. So anywho, so he's sending the kids to bed on an empty stomach, and
Broccoli and two rice
right,
grains.
like that's all they had. And so then, he's starting to mac with Julia, like, yeah, something happened between us at your place, and you can admit it, but there's something between us. I'm
I'm not
trying
gonna
to
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to him saying what he said, I don't blame him for what he said because yeah, she was definitely feeling Monty because out of nowhere she just started feeling him. At first, she was being mean to him. My thing is, it's the wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like my dude, We're supposed to be fighting to get your daughters. Why are you worried about fucking your lawyer?
Every scene, that's all he's worried about. He said, yeah, I'll take care of my kids, but about you and me.
Yeah, why you keep going on these dates? Why you doing that?
Right, like,
Why is it your
why?
business? It's not your business. I
It's
just
not your job either. Like,
I just want my daughters. That's all I want. That's it. I don't
it's
give a
like he
fuck.
said, that's the thing. He says he wants his kids, but then he does everything else other than fight for his kids.
You're right. You like, oh, I just want to be with my kids. That's all. But anyways, what color your panties? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I seen that pink dildo in your medicine cabinet.
Right. And what
How many
yo,
times you use it?
Tyler Perry, B, he never ceases to amaze me. What was the point of that? Did you really have to have that? I guess because even when it came to that, remember when he was walking around, this dude Monty was walking around the house, first he got the water and the aspirin and going to the bathroom and all that. That wasn't needed either. I guess he had to put a dildo scene in the bathroom to make, I guess that was a build up to the fuckery. It was a few scenes that didn't need to be in the movie,
Yeah, it really
but it
did.
was just there. Like, fuck it. We just got to
Mm.
accept it.
It's just like there was some parts where they could have really like did more. Like I felt like they should have did more background on like why the grandma has the kids.
I think they should have also did background on what made Tasha, what's her name? Tasha's
Jennifer.
Jennifer. They should have really honed in on why Jennifer and Monty,
Yeah,
why they
broke up.
broke up, and what made Jennifer so bitter towards Monty.
Hmm.
That's what he should have did. It just everything just came off as so random, especially with Joe. This dude
Yeah.
Joe just hated Monty. You know what I mean? Like even throw out there and say like, oh, the reason why Joe didn't like Monty is because he's a rapist or whatever. Throw that out there. They didn't even at least throw that out there. They could have had Joe saying that. They could have had Joe saying like, "Oh, fuck you," you know what I mean? You mess with underage girls, whatever. He just didn't like him just because he didn't like him.
Hmm.
But let's wrap this up, though. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a hell of a deep dive.
Yeah. So
Let's talk about the ending. I guess you could say. Why not? I guess you could go from there. Let's go towards the lead up to the ending.
oh, so you talking about when he hulked up and put on his Hulk hoodie and
Well,
started
you
punching the
say
air?
you said you got notes. Like go towards your last bullet point. I guess we could go from there.
We can also talk about how the chemistry was kind of forced, how it was a one of the worst
It was
transitions.
definitely forced.
Yeah.
Definitely. But go ahead.
The fact that let's see. Do.
Because one minute, she was a complete bitch towards this dude Monty, and
I just
then
feel like Monty priorities was fucked up. He was more worried about getting a shop from his boss than actually like caring about the welfare and the stability of his kids. And the fact that you allowed their grandma to like take care of them until she died, don't you think that's traumatizing to them? Like you
mm,
didn't care about none of that. You didn't care that she wanted you to take your kids, and as a father, why did it had to take her dying for you to actually want to keep your kids?
right.
Why wouldn't you be like, you know what, like you right, like let's go? Like you was really like fighting her on this, and that right there just made me know that you was just a trash ass nigga.
Yeah, like he didn't want custody. He didn't want to take her to court. She was telling him on her
Begging him,
death chair, like, yo, my
not
dude,
dev chair.
like, yo, you're killing me. Your kids are bad. Take them, please. I'm dying over here.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have been like, either you take them or the state is. And they actually did.
Right?
Foreshadowing, but let's also talk about how the part where her assistant just let Monty in her office and didn't tell her by himself, where she has probably like court documents, sensitive information. Why would you leave him in there by himself?
Right, and that's a security risk too.
Yeah, like, bitch, I would have fired you. And that's another reason why I think she was fucking Monty. Cause why would you do that?
And who knows how long he was just sitting there.
Right. So we're gonna take it to the end, right? Where it basically gets blasted that Monty did prison time for sexual assault because Lily O white girl lied after Monty beat and said that he raped her because he didn't want to fuck with her.
Yeah. Well,
And she's a
yeah, like he smashed. That's the thing. He smashed, but
yeah.
she was, she wanted to have a relationship.
And he was like, yeah, no.
Dirty work.
And the thing was, did you catch it when she was like, you're just like all the other guys? I'm like, well,
Yep.
bitch, didn't nobody ask you to be a hoe?
Right.
Like, you're a slut.
And the father was like, did he force himself on you? Did he force himself on you? Go ahead, say it. First she was saying no, she was shaking her like no, then she started nodding. Evil.
Like, yeah.
So evil. And he was telling her like, yo, shorty, like, yo, you're gonna fucking ruin my life. Like, what are you doing? This shit was consensual. And every time he tried to speak up for himself, here go this dude looking like the villain from Die Hard 2. Shut up.
I'm gonna be honest. He lucky he didn't get shot. That's Georgia, and he would have got away with killing that boy.
Yeah.
As fucked up as it is, if he could, if he would have got with the wrong white person, and they said that this black man, their daughter said this black man raped me, they would have shot him where he stood.
He forced himself on you, didn't he? Like, at first she was shaking her head like no, then he kept like, influencing her to say yes. Wicked people, B.
Right. And this is another time where Monty's dumbass could have been honest, because lawyers always ask you that. They ask you like, okay, is there anything I need to know so we can basically, combat this? Like, if this comes up, we'll have like, we'll combat it and, all of that. So I won't be surprised, right? She go to court and find out that he went to prison for sexual assault. It's just like, hey, you ain't think to tell me this, nigga? And he's like, oh, that. It's like you. Monty is just right fuck up. Here you go. Look at Nicole Simpson.
Yo, you a mess.
It's just like all the other guys. Oh my God. What? Oh, daddy. Did he force you to do yourself on you? No. Did he force you? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Emmett Till in the face ass bitch. Yeah. What was that bitch name? Don't nobody even know that ugly whole name. I'm glad that bitch there. Rest in hell, you fucking cunt. Anywho.
Yeah.
So then, Monty, the girls sneak over to Monty house because the mom only live across the street in the deluxe apartment in the sky high. And It's like, Daddy, he's been beating China. He's been beating China. And I'm like, really, Tyler Perry? Like, you couldn't give these girls different names. Like, you really gonna give them the same
All
they
three of
actual
them.
name? All
All
three of
three
them.
of them. Like I thought it was just only the little girl, because I remember her from Black Lightning.
And she was on House of Pain.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get
Yep.
up out of here, though. Excuse me. Let's get up out
We're
of here.
almost done. Jesus.
Okay.
Dang. It's only like, what, 10 minutes left for the movie? So then, Monty sees the bruise on his baby's back and he start hulking up and he tells him to go to bed, where he abandons them again and leaves them alone in the apartment for the third time. And then, he hulks up and he puts on his new unlocked jacket, like on Grand Theft.
Angry.
Right. He put on his hoodie and he started
He's
swinging
evil
at
now.
Monty turned heel, even though he was already there. So then he starts swinging at the air like Trey from Boys in the Hood. And then he ends up punching the steel. And it's like, you're an idiot. You're going to break your hand before you even hit actual person. And so he's driving around the hood. And then, they cruising in their Chrysler 300, living a ghetto fabulous life. And then, he crashes into him. And then here comes A Change Gonna Come by Bill Withers, rest in peace. In the background, I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, I've been running.
For those out there, we're not making fun of slaves.
Ever since. That's the actual song.
Born by the river.
I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, spinning over popping pussy, and I was making that cat. Okay.
Stop it. Use a mess.
Anywho, he goes in there. He opens up the car door and he finally hits his special combo on drug dealer Joe and start wop, 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 beating him up, bop, 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 even though he was getting beat up throughout the whole movie.
Combo.
He finally got to hit his special after get his ass whooped the whole movie.
And these motherfuckers just standing there. Like Shorty was like, the sister was like, yo, somebody help him. And who was the first one to help him? Auntie.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there go.
This shit bogus.
We do not own the rights to this movie. We do not own the rights. This is transformative. Look out. He finally hit it. Ultra combo. Boom. Same tank top. Look out. Bop. I bet you that tank top musty as hell. Bop. Oh, you musty. That's why he was knocked out. Anywho. So then after that, everybody jumps in. It's a melee attack. It's kind of giving August 5th Montgomery Riverboat when they was attacking people with chairs and stuff. But it wasn't as good as that one. Shout out to y'all in Alabama.
That anniversary is about to come up. Like, was it August?
Yeah. So then, everybody get arrested, of course.
Hold on. We can't forget about this. Hold on. I got you right now, babe. Got you right now.
Here we go. Dirty. Oh my! I just keep looking at that dirty, dingy tank top. They all smiling because They all smiling in that picture because they hit the lottery. Like, yeah, we ain't about to live in the projects no more.
No, you
she faking like she sleeps so she won't get her ass whooped either. She said she opened up her eyes. She's like, "Is how many out there fighting? Oh, let me go back to sleep." Oh,
but these motherfuckers ain't shit, B.
Oh, look out, look. And then here come little Cat Williams running with the Tim boots. There you go, little Cat Williams with the bumpy curl. And Monty James was wrongly convicted of rape in 1990. He did 8 years. He has been arrested. It's like, sir, why are you only using one fist? Use 2. You got 2 hands.
Yeah, he should have got pummeled.
Yeah, look. How you getting jumped by Cat Williams?
They sit and say, "Oh, get up."
Like
y'all niggas are younger than him. Why y'all standing there and letting him? It took for Auntie to pull up from House of Pain.
And Lou Gossip. This is the thing. It's about 300 of y'all, and y'all really letting like 4 people keep y'all back. Like y'all, Monty's the king of this neighborhood. I would have been like, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all let me get jumped. I'm moving out. Y'all niggas left me for dead. Y'all watch me about to die.
I'm charging double on y'all tune-ups.
All right, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm putting sugar in all y'all niggas' tanks.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Gas tanks really bad. Anyway. So they get arrested. Julia has a change of heart because she's seen that he was falsely convicted and blah blah blah. So like he's in court in the same dirty, dusty, dank ass tank top, standing there and shit, and everybody's cheering for him. And then here comes Julia with her, nice suit and her fresh bob. And she's like, "Oh, I'm here to represent Monty James." So now not only is she a corporate attorney that does like civil suits and shit, she is also a family court attorney that help you get your kids. And now she has unlocked a new level of criminal attorney. This bitch has been 3 lawyers throughout this whole fucking movie. All to get some mechanic dick. And so
yo, she definitely did. It's like, yo, shorty, you only have one category of attorneyism.
I mean, at this point, why do you even have all these lawyers at the law firm? You can fight all the cases, bitch. So then, she basically do the bare minimum. He gets out, the case is thrown out or whatever, and everybody cheers. And out of all, like, I don't know how they did this, but within like 5 minutes, while the niggas locked up and the kids was just in limbo, we don't even know where they at or who watching them again. So they drive in this.
Yeah, she was watching them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the real guardian of them, because shit, ain't nobody else watching these kids. So they drive up to the mechanic shop, and it says Monty's mechanic shop. And I'm like, when do y'all have enough time to paint that shit between him getting jumped and y'all beating people with damn axles and fucking poles and cast iron skillets and shit? When did you have the time to do this? How long was that nigga locked up? That's all I want to know.
The inconsistencies when it comes to Tyler Perry, you gotta
right, and now all the niggas is there. Oh, hey, Monty, we watched you get jumped, but everything's okay now. Like, what the fuck? Right. Y'all the same motherfuckers that watch me get jumped, and ain't none of y'all motherfuckers throw a fist, a foot, or nothing.
They're like, get up, Monty.
Get up, punch. Like, what the fuck? Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Come on, get up, Craig.
That was the same shit. Like, y'all could have jumped Debo, but y'all sitting there, come on, Craig.
No, in a way, it's worse. You know why it's worse? Because at least, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that much people in that time that was at that age, I guess you could say, when it came to where Craig lived at. But
babe, remember when you
hold
just
on.
said
When it come to Monty, like where they live, there was it was more people in that community, and that was of age that could have held Monty down. It just sucks that it took some elderly people, like Auntie, I don't know what her name was, the one from the mom from House of Pain,
Ella
from House of Pain, and Lou Gossett Jr. to come through and set shit off. Shit crazy, B.
It really is, but you just said it though, babe. The elderly jumped in first, so why couldn't they do that in Friday?
Yeah.
Wasn't Debo terrorizing their neighborhood?
Well, you know why? Because they shouldn't be the ones on the front line. It should be the youngers on the front line. Anyways, let's get up out of here, B.
That was the end. They lived a happy.
I don't think so. Like that's the other thing too. Like, do we know that they live happily ever after? I think Tyler Perry should have gave us a lot more when it came. The inconsistencies was big like craters.
It really were, and I feel like them girls got taken away again because he can't help believe them by themselves. They was racing each other.
They was about to live in that fucking garage. That's what it was.
At this point, they are gonna live in that garage.
That shit bogus.
Because if he think he don't got time now for them, just being a mechanic, now you're an owner.
Right. And does he inherit the other business, the driver business?
Yeah, it says and car service on the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Tyler Perry, we love you for all the wrong reasons. It just is what it is.
Not all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, it is what it is. Now we definitely give you props for you do help people. You definitely help people. You have your fuck shit. We all do have our fair share of fuck shit. But when it comes to your writing, geez Louise, you suck. You suck. It is what it is. You really suck when it comes to your writing. Your inconsistencies is vast.
And why do black women always have to settle or go through some struggle in your movies and shows? That's my issue.
And on that note, let's get up out of here, B.
We out here, B. That was my take, his take, our take on Daddy's Little Dependents.
And Tuesday, we're going to be here talking about King of the Ring. I ain't gonna lie. I'll let y'all know. But we're gonna be here, B. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you sub. Don't be a bum. Enjoy your weekend. And on that note, don't be a twerp. Peace out. What the fuck? Play some music real quick before we get up out of here.
But we back out here still doing it like okay. You ain't never seen no dude put it down for a whole click, boom, click, click, what it do? I can tell now they consumed by the fumes, perfumed in the room, bringing doom, okay. Look at what they made me do, look at what they made me do, okay.
Mischief has begun. Baby girl says she like the tongue. Go to the bar, run up the funds. The blunt that I rolled up weighs a ton. Gossip income, not the bum. Smith and Wesson make it run. In some good cut, make it come. One done run, cause the chick is sprung. Attack a track, run a snap. I'm a pyromaniac. You know who I'm aiming at. Those cats that burn to a crisp. Be a good chap like Dutch Slips. I throw acid when I spit. Don't know who you fucking with. Welcome to my hall of pain. Cooking in the stew like Bobby Flay. Pay my dues, I'm turning gray. I refuse to take a break.
You ain't got a thing to prove, but we back out here still doing it like okay. You ain't never seen no dude put it down for a whole click, boom, click, click, what it do? I can tell now they consumed by the fumes, perfumed in the room, bringing doom, okay. Look at what they made me do, look at what they made me do, okay.
Smoking OG getting lit in the backseat of my lift. On my way to see my bitch. Sexy lips and perky tits. Hennessy, I'll take a sip. Toast to who support my shit. Jump on the beat, then torsion it. It's natural, not forcing it. The hunger will never stop. Got blocks hot while serving pot. Meet me at the pizza shop. Got those zips up, buck a pop. Cherry pie, baller runs. In the blunt, fill my cup. Makes me not wanna give a fuck. Live it up till time is up. These young rappers getting slayed. See it in the news like every day. Jail or grave at an early age. Keep on thinking that's the way. Same man's here to bring the change. Gotta make sure I'm getting paid. Celebrate, then eat a steak. OTG is on the grave.
You ain't got a thing to prove, but we back out here still doing it like okay. You ain't never seen no dude put it down for a whole click, boom, click, click, what it do? I can tell now they consumed by the fumes, perfumed in the room, bringing doom, okay. Look at what they made me do, look at what they made me do, okay.